They say the kingdom of Flckon was built on glory, but all glories are watered with blood. Long ago, when men still prayed to the dark between stars, the kings of Flckon made a pact. They begged an ancient god, the morning god, for power to crush their enemies and rule eternal. The god agreed, but gods like that never give. They only lend. So for every 7 generations, the debt must be paid in royal blood. When the queen bore her child, Prince Flckon, an eclipse swallowed the sun. The midwives said the boy's first cry turned milk to rot and made the castle walls bleed. The priests read the omen and declared, the cursed bloodline must be cleansed. The ashborn must burn before the 7th dawn. Soldiers rode out to hunt the family said to carry the morning gods, taint the ashborns. But far from the capital, in a smoke-choked forge, a boy named Tyrone lived in peace. A blacksmith's apprentice, with rough hands and quiet eyes. He'd never seen a crown, never tasted fear, until one night, a monk crawled into his shop, ribs broken, breath rattling, and whispered, "The curse ends with you." Then he died. His blood drew a mark upon the floor, a broken crown. Tyrone's nights became fevered things, dreams of fire and screaming kings, of a crying newborn bathed in shadow, of his own reflection, whispering secrets it should not know. He left the forge behind and followed the monk's trail through ash and ruin. In the forest of Drellmore, he found Lady Vale, a witch with eyes like moonlight through smoke. She told him what the priests never would. The ashborn were not cursed, she said. They were the ones who saved this kingdom. They bound the morning god in chains of their own blood. The true curse runs in the veins of kings. Tyrone reached the capital on the eve of execution. The ashborn were chained in the square, gaunt, beaten, eyes hollow but burning still. Among them a woman with a scar across her cheek. She looked at him and whispered his name. Tyrone, his mother. The blacksmith's boy was no orphan. He was the last of the ashborn. The curse was his inheritance. On the 7th dawn, as the sun bled over the gallows, the sky tore open. A voice older than creation itself screamed through the clouds. The morning god had awakened. Shadows poured from the castle like smoke from a wound. The newborn prince's cry echoed through every street, shaking stone and soul alike. And in the chaos, Tyrone saw the truth. He could end it, but only with his blood. He took the blade meant for the ashborn and turned it on himself. As the steel broke his flesh, his blood turned black and burned like oil. The shadows screamed, drawn to him, devouring him. And in the end, his voice was calm. "I bind you," he said, "as they did before me." Then the morning god spoke not in words, but in grief. "You wear my sorrow well, child of blood and ash." When the light returned, the curse was gone. The king's banners rose again. The child prince slept peacefully. But beneath the city, deep in the roots of Flckon, a single drop of black blood pulsed like a heartbeat. And far away, in an empty forge where no fire burned, a hammer began to swing on its own. The curse was broken, but sorrow has a way of finding its way home.